Hey guys, so I made you a video Christmas card that I thought maybe people might send to their friends who like Japan, and that video has prompted a few questions about Christmas in Japan. So of course there's hardly any Christians in Japan, so to 99% of Japanese, Christmas has no religious meaning at all. It's really just used by some companies to try and get people to spend money. I guess that's happening in other countries too, but that's about all it is here. Middle of November, you start to see some TV commercials that mention Kurismasu, and you see some sort of cutesy type stuff appearing in shops that might mention Christmas, but it's pretty rare. To actually get the footage for that video Christmas card was actually pretty difficult because there's not much sign of Christmas. I mean, most shops there's nothing. Most places you go there's no decorations. There's just little pockets of it. You know, there'll be the occasional house where they've got flashing lights and put them up outside just because they like doing it. Or the occasional shop where they do it, or the middles of some of the big cities they'll have Christmas illumination, which is Christmas lights. So it's sort of a novelty for them, and they like to try to sort of work on the cutesy part of it. So you'll see lots of cutesy stuff, you know, cutesy Santa Claus and stuff, but there's no real meaning to any of it. You know, you don't see nativity scenes or anything because they don't really know what that's about. Although Japanese people, of course, are very well educated. So if you ask Japanese people what's the meaning of Christmas, they'll tell you that it's Christ. Most of them will be able to tell you that it's Christ's birthday. They do know that. But yeah, it doesn't really have any meaning. So yeah, from about the middle of November we start to see Kurismasu stuff here and there, and then it builds up, and they promote Christmas Eve is the time for romantic dinners. So that's what they see as their traditional way, their traditional connection with Christmas is Christmas Eve is a time for romantic dinners. So all the restaurants are full of couples having dinner Christmas Eve because that's what they see Christmas is about, is the romantic dinner on Christmas Eve. So it builds up from the middle of November to Christmas Eve, then we have our romantic dinners on Christmas Eve, and then you wake up Christmas morning and it's over. After 6 weeks of build-up, Christmas actually comes and there's nothing. It's another working day, it's not a holiday. Everybody just goes to work, and I mean, it still blows me out. The first time I was here for Christmas, it surprised the heck out of me that they'd sort of promoted it a bit around the place, but then Christmas Day there was nothing. But there's nothing. Christmas Day they all get up and go to work and go to school. You know, I'll spend my day going around the place talking to different people and going to different places. No one says Merry Christmas. It's like Christmas Eve came, they did the romantic dinners, it's over. And there's no mention of it. And if I do say to someone Merry Christmas, they go, oh, and they're sort of surprised. Yeah, that's right, it's Christmas. No meaning, no presents. Usually no presents. I have heard of some people who give their kids Christmas presents, but it's rare. It's very, very rare. Usually nobody gives anybody presents. They usually don't do Christmas cards. I have to go on a mission every year to try and find a Christmas card because they usually don't do them. These guys do New Year's Eve cards to everybody. They're pretty serious about that. They make sure that they send New Year's Eve cards to everybody, but they don't do Christmas cards. So yeah, it can be a difficult time for foreigners because if you're used to having a Christmas with lots of, you know, celebration and people getting together and family events and stuff like that, Christmas here can be quite depressing because you know they sort of talk about it on a shallow level, or you'll see signs of it on a shallow level, but there's no real meaning to it, and then when the day actually comes there's nothing. So the only way that Westerners or foreigners can actually get a real Christmas here, or a Christmas here, real or otherwise, is to actually make one. So foreigners, if they know other foreigners here, they often band together at Christmas and make a Christmas for themselves and have Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner or something together, and that's about the only way you'll do it. You'll never make a Christmas here with Japanese people because they don't have any idea basically. So my answer to the questions about what's Christmas like in Japan, I think probably my answer would be it isn't.